It's tax season and the deadline just 2 days away. If you happen to miss Wednesday's deadline, you might be wondering what happens next. Could you go to jail? Will you get fined? What really happens if you miss the deadline to file your taxes? We verify.
Taxes. Just the word makes many of us anxious. With the deadline just days away, the pressure is on. And if you're feeling behind, you're not alone. Nearly 1 in 5 Americans have filed their taxes late at some point in their lives. So, what are the consequences if you miss the tax deadline? Let's verify. Our sources are the IRS and federal tax law under Internal Revenue Code Section 7201. Here's what we found. While missing the tax deadline sounds like a big deal, the good news is it's not the end of the world, and in most cases, you won't go to jail. But missing the tax deadline does come with some penalties. If the IRS owes you a refund, you're in the clear. But if you owe taxes, the clock starts ticking on Wednesday. The IRS hits late filers with 2 separate penalties. The first is the failure to file penalty. If you choose not to file at all, you'll pay 5% of what you owe for each month you're late. And it will keep adding up until it reaches 25%. Before you know it, you could be looking at hundreds or thousands of dollars added onto your taxes. The second is the failure to pay penalty. If you haven't paid your full tax bill by the deadline, the IRS charges 0.5% of what you owe for every month it goes unpaid. But what about those who spent their money and can't pay it back? Experts say you should still file anyway. Even if you can't pay, filing on time puts you in a much better position. That lower 0.5% penalty is just a fraction of what you'd pay for not filing at all. But here's the good news. The deadline hasn't passed yet. If you know you won't be ready by Wednesday, you can file for an extension today or tomorrow. According to the IRS, that extension can push your filing deadline back by up to 6 months. But it's important to remember, an extension gives you more time to file, not more time to pay. So we can verify, missing the tax deadline will cost you some penalties. So your best move is to file and pay as much as you can as soon as you can.
If you have something you want us to verify, text us at 256-382-2692.